Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another Total War Warhammer 2 guide. Today we are looking at the big badass artillery of the Skaven army, and they have some really, really fun stuff. So today we're looking at the Warp Lightning Cannon, the Plagueclaw Catapult, and the Doomwheel. You're going to love this shit. So, the Plagueclaw Catapult, we're going to talk through, the various different stats and then what they do and tactics and all that sort of good stuff. So they're basically the Plagueclaw Contagion. It's got on these. They don't fire just, it's not a normal catapult. They fire some juicy, plague-ridden shit. Warpstone dust and vile contagions are amongst the ingredients of this catapult's liquid missiles, exposure to which does horrendous things to bodies and minds alike. It's also armor-piercing in its anti-infantry. It's got a big splash zone. So you get 4 in a unit. They've got, standard. You don't care about how good their melee attack is. It's just some little clan map dudes looking after it. They have ammunition, 22 shots. They also have magical attacks, which is good to know. They also got a very good range of 400. They do 158 missile damage. So 45 missile damage, armor-piercing missile damage, 105, explosive damage, 35, armor-piercing explosive damage, 70. They're quite a long reloading time, bear that in mind. But they have the contaminant stuff, so it's minus 10 leadership. If you're already pummeling somebody with artillery, their morale is going to drop. If you're also, you've got something that reduces morale. This is a great... I like artillery-heavy armies, and this is a great way to, especially if they're large infantry enemies you're fighting, a great way to use them. What I'll do is I'll show you them fighting some random High Elves dudes in a minute, just so you can get a better idea. But very, very cool. Next up, we've got the Warp Lightning Cannon, which is basically the killing big stuff version of the catapult. So again, you get 4. They've probably got the same, pretty similar hit points. They've got 22 shots the same. They look amazing. Look, and they're giant big laser beams. Amazing models. All the models are just superb. The Skaven army looks amazing. But let's have a look at these. So 22 ammunition. They've even got a slightly longer range, 400. This is 430. They do 194 damage, 260 armor-piercing damage. It's a small explosion, but this is mainly for taking down big, heavy cavalry, trolls, bastillodons, carnosaurs, heroes, lords, all that juicy stuff there. Really good also again in sieges against castle walls and towers and gates and all that sort of good stuff. Very, very good. So 2 very different artillery, so both very much needed in a battle. And here is the daddy. It's the Doomwheel. This is just crazy nuts. So there is actually a dude that sits there driving the thing. This guy's cranking some shit. Poor bloke, he's got to hang on for grim death. This thing is nuts. So, it has something called Zap. The Doomwheel sports fully automatic warp lightning rods which discharge bolts in front and to the left and to the right. It's armoured, it's armour-piercing, it's anti-infantry. It's got a shit ton of armour, 100 armour. Its weapon strength is 280 with lots of armour-piercing and bonuses versus infantry. It's got 52 shots, which is lovely. Magic damage, its missile damage is pretty good as well. Obviously, really, really short range. 60 range. I'm going to show you all these in battle because it gives you a better idea, really. So we've just got a couple of poor bastard High Elves at the other end that we're just going to... Squonk, can you just sort of fuck off over there, mate? I'm not talking about you today. We're just going to... facing the right way is probably a good thing. Probably not at the hill as well. So let's just quickly see them in action. So these are slightly longer range, ridiculously long range. So you can see them firing here. They fire like bolts. So the catapults are classic catapulty stuff, and the warp lightning cannons are much more like guns, much lower trajectory, which you obviously need to be careful of. But we'll see them loading up here for another onslaught. Zappy lasers. Almost like great cannons in the old Empire army, is that they were sort of kebab people. They don't do a big explosion like the Plagueclaws, but they go through. You might get a kebab a few in a row, as the Plagueclaws just do just standard damage. So before let's just stop firing at stuff. Stop, please, stop. Now, let's show you the Doomwheel. So the Doomwheel is very particular in that it's sort of artillery, but it's got a very short range. You can't see a shooting. It can shoot from about... where's it going to shoot? There we go. So basically what you do, you don't sit back and shoot with this guy. You just mow down people. It's doing a lot of damage in close combat, but it's still shooting from the front and both sides, all automatically. They just run away straight away. It does a lot of damage. It is obviously very heavily armoured, 5,300 hit points, 100 armour, and he's just mowed him down totally. It's obviously not. It's got some armour piercing, so it should be able to take him down pretty quick. They've regrouped. We'll see a shot from the side here coming up. There he goes. Just killed another dude. This thing is absolutely nuts. You want to get it. For me personally, it's not something I use as a sort of main line thing. It's definitely a flank charger. It can go after all sorts of stuff. Get it in the mix. Get it killing stuff just for fun. Just for fun. It just murders stuff. The only time, obviously, this is completely the wrong way to use it because we're up against 2 units of spearmen, so it's getting pretty surrounded. But yeah, it's just such a fun thing to use that you just got to use it, and you just got to go crazy with it. Have some fun with it. Obviously, it's very expensive in the game, upkeep and everything. You're not going to have a army of them, although that would be quite hilarious. Just charge. They're like a sort of a short-range steam tank, also heavily armoured and stuff like that. They're just very, very fun to use. A really, really clever unit. It does so much damage. Look, we're breaking them again. Even though these are spearmen, so they've got their anti-large and their charge defence. And they've got their hero nearby shooting fucking arrows. Good luck with that, mate. Even the dude on the backs. He's still going. He's still going. I think he powers the whole thing. I've got this, mate. I've got it. Just keep it still. So as you can see, ridiculous. So these three things are amazing. They're all brilliant. I am a artillery heavy player. I like to have normally I have probably 2 units of Plagueclaw Catapults, a unit of the Warp Lightning Cannon, and if I can, obviously have the Doomwheel, but at least 3 units of these guys just to make sure I can just destroy stuff, and obviously sieges it really helps with. Like I said, the Warp Lightning Cannons are really good. They take down walls and gates and towers really, really quickly. So there you go, guys. We are done with our Skaven guides. I'm not sure which we're doing next, High Elves or Dark Elves, but they will be coming out over the next sort of couple of days. If you enjoyed my Skaven guides, if you enjoyed this video in particular, please do leave a like on it. Subscribe if you're new to the place, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.